Good afternoon, everyone. All right, quick one today. Ford Fiesta TCM. Now, these are a common failure point that we see. I have repaired a few of them hardware-wise. Generally, we will just clone them over to a donor unit though, because they are a nightmare to repair and source internal components for. So, this particular TCM, common issue for internal hardware failure. As you can see, it's got 2 drive gears there. Everything else is software related. There's PCB on top. So what we've actually got going on today with this one is we're going to clone this over to a donor unit. This has a hardware failure, and our donor unit apparently is a known good. Now, you can't just swap these. They do require programming. They're a bit of a pain to program a second-hand one to as well. So if you can't get a new one and you need to program one to it, then best option is for us to clone it over. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to connect up and we're going to read the data from this, and we're going to swap that over to the donor unit. All right, as you can see, we have been able to log in. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the maps, both partitions of the EEPROM and the flash out of this. So we're going to save a full copy of it, and on this we will transfer everything over to the donor module, just because we don't want any differences between the mapping or the flash data. So I'm going to start with the map read, and we'll let that roll through. As you can see, we're at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, etc. I'm just going to read all the data, write it through, and then what I'll do on the donor unit, probably not show it on video, but we will reread out of the donor one once we've put the data into it, and we're going to run that through a hex comparison to make sure that the data that we've taken from this matches what is going into the donor one, or what has gone in there. Alright, now this is our EEPROM data from this particular data dump. So as you can see, it's quite a small amount of data, and if we scroll down, I think from memory the VIN is, VIN's down here, so that's the end of the VIN number. I'm not sure what else is stored in here, whether there's any mileage data stored in these or not, but all we're going to do is we're going to write this across, and we're going to compare to make sure that we have a good write, and then this should be good to literally just plug and play, carry out the gear position adaptions and the clutch kiss point adaptions, and done.